Today, we will look at top ruthless dictators of the time. We have chosen some of the notable and brutal dictators from the history. Let us see how ruthless they are. Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-il was the supreme leader of Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Kim took charges after his father Kim Il-sung passed away. He ruled North Korea strictly and with a strong personality cult. During Kim's regime, North Korea suffered from famine and partially due to economic mismanagement and had a poor human rights recorded. Kim involved his country in state terrorism and strengthened the role of military by his shotgun or military-first politics. Francisco Franco. The World War II was the war against fascism. The nationalistic dictators of Europe were singled out by special targets for retribution. But one man survived. It is Francisco Franco, who is also known as Caudillo of Spain. For almost 90 years, from 1936 to his death in 1975, Franco dominated Spain. Franco attempted to overthrow the left-wing government with the support from Nazi Germany and fascistic Italy. The nationalistic won, ensuring bloody civil war. Franco died on 20th of November in 1975 after suffering from series of heart attacks. Zedong. Zedong, this communist leader, became the survivor to many by founding People's Republic of China. By leading his people through industrial revolutions, the great leap forward through Chinese transformation into superpower. Critics suggested that the cost of these initiatives in human lives ranges from 40 to 70 million due to famine, murders and forced labor in cementing Chairman Mao's place. Mao lost his powers due to bad decisions and dirty politics. Mussolini. Mussolini, portrayed as the only man who is capable of unifying Italy and restoring its order, which would do the democratic system and transform the country into one-party state and seize his power with fascistic party military. Secret police met political fears with aggressive force or executions, while Mussolini expanded his Italian empire by colonizing African countries, but it was his misguided partnership with Hitler that ultimately led to spectacular downfall. Saddam Hussein, once the world's dangerous man. Saddam was one of the few dictators tried, convicted and executed for his crimes. Though his unparalleled social programs were hailed, he used oil and power as a justification to invade neighboring countries. This triggered wars, unrest and uprising. Later, false allegations about weapons of mass destruction eventually led to his ruined number. Muammar Gaddafi, shortly after becoming Libya's ruler, Gaddafi had his influence by making opposition to his regime illegal among other measures. This mad dog of Middle East has a goal of world's revolution. Muslim fundamentalist revolution suspected that the crimes against humanity. The mad dog of his established extensive surveillance of his people and became increasingly wealthy as the poverty level rose despite his discriminate murders. Spring discontent, Libyans fought back and the brother leader was disposed and killed by the Libyan people. Pol Pot, following his ascent, Pol Pot attempted to return Cambodia to its rural roots by forcing city residents to toil on collective farms that would help him for years in power. Pol Pot's Communist Rogue Party caused approximately 2 million deaths with politically motivated murders, torture and forced labor diseases, the victims of which buried in killing fields. He clung to the nominal power until his death in 1988. Idi Amin. Military background and charisma served Amin well as he overthrew the Uganda leader and became self-proclaimed president for his life. His brutal 8-year regime was marked by economic breakdown, political authoritarianism, corruption, human rights violation, ethical cleansing. The rumors of mass murders and cannibalism by the leader himself by alienating his followers with unpredictable behavior. The butcher of Uganda ensured he ended his life alone after being ousted and exiled. The whole world are looking at the general mean, and as Uganda has, the whole world will the future of Uganda people. Joseph Stalin. Joseph was serving under Vladimir Lenin. This man of steel became Soviet dictator by dissipating and eliminating rivals. The communists' aggressive industrialization killed millions due to famine murders and Gulgul campus. The darkest period when citizens were deported and incarcerated, they randomly executed that we helped to defeat Nazis in World War II. This paranoid man's influence was erased after his death with a period of de-Stalinization. Adolf Hitler. As a ruthless dictator and a mass murderer, he is considered by some to have the embodiment of evil Hitler as a German chancellor. The leader of Nazis and the Third Reich, Hitler, made his motives clear when he made the Nazis the only legal political party and suppression propaganda. Death to quash opponents by annexing countries triggering World War II. Please subscribe this channel for more entertaining and interesting videos. Don't forget, subscribe now.